Good morning all. This video will guide you how to answer a 15 marks question. So 15 marks question B bit in paper 1. It's basically evaluation level questions, higher order thinking questions. So in paper 1 you will have two questions, A bit for 10 marks and B bit for 15 marks. And the duration of the paper, that is 1 hour 15 minutes. First, for 10 marks, you can spend half an hour, and 15 marks, 45 minutes. So this 15 marks one, for example, if you get a question, discuss the practical importance of the concept of PED for the government by using real life examples. So what does it mean to evaluate? Because this discussion level, it is evaluation level question, right? So first of all, you need to make sure that you are presenting your argument, basically making recent evaluation that includes maybe the command term could be evaluate, discuss, to what extent, compare, contrast, examine, justify, etc. So as it is a higher order thinking skills that expects more, greater practice actually, because evaluation is a process that involves careful consideration of a topic or an issue with a view to forming a balanced conclusion. So when you answer this question, main expectation is, um, you know, judgment. You should be able to make a proper judgment. So here the question is, the practical importance of concept of PED, application of PED to the government. So you can easily explain this. First of all, give an explanation that the government wants to try to maximize revenue to help it to support the population of the country. So this can be through things like improving infrastructure, etc. One way government can increase revenue is through sales tax or an indirect tax. So this tax would indirectly tax consumers or impose on consumers through a rise in the price of a product with the tax. If the government is trying to decide whether to tax something, they need to know the PED because it will tell them the impact an increase in price via tax is going to have on the quantity demand of a product. So when you structure the answer, so there should be a proper definition of PED as the amount of responsiveness consumers have to a change in price measuring the change of quantity demand for the product. If the price increase, it will have a dramatic effect on quantity demand. That can be elastic PED. It could really hurt total revenue and perhaps cause a company or a firm to go out of business. This means that there could be unemployment and reduced income tax revenue for the government. This won't be good. So realistically, cost will go to producers, which will increase cost of production and reduce supply. This is one of the non-price determinants of supply. So that could also lead to unemployment and lost revenue. For example, tax on bread. So use the diagram, adequate diagram, and explain the diagram by using example. So if the price increase that doesn't impact quantity demand that much, then it is inelastic. So you should be able to give proper definition and examples for elastic and inelastic demands. Having said that, you should be able to use adequate examples for products having elastic and inelastic demand. So a price increase due to a tax would not decrease quantity demand very much. So it would be a good way to increase revenue for the government. So government to increase revenue, taxing inelastic products, the demand, PED is inelastic. So taxing goods having inelastic demand would be effective for government to increase total revenue. However, the tax is meant to reduce consumption, you know, it won't work. So use a diagram that shows inelastic demand, explain the diagram in detail, and use adequate examples. So that will be an ideal way to explain this, to answer this question. Um, which question discuss the practical importance of concept of PED for the government. Thank you.